Once you have your 3D commerce site live and online, you'll want to start strategic testing to optimize towards your key metrics. Think about increasing time on site, increasing conversion rate, having a greater average order value, and decreasing those nasty returns. And so we recommend ABCD testing for different ways to increase those metrics given your strategic needs of your business.
Once you've kickstarted your 3D program, there are a lot of different ways to measure success. Important metrics to take a look at are conversion rate and engagement time. Those are really the metrics that we see spike with this level of content across categories.
The other metric that you should observe is returns. Sometimes the customers say the color doesn't look the same, the size wasn't the same. Close to 50% of returns in e-commerce today are as a result of color and dimensions not being accurate.
It's essential when creating products in 3D that they accurately represent the physical product that you sell. When a customer sees a 3D preview, they're going to expect it to be the same as the product that they receive.
Once you have your 3D implementation done, and if you can view those products in augmented reality, the sizes should disappear. And hopefully with your 3D implementation, your color and texture should be more visible than traditional means of showing the product to your end consumers. So what does good look like? We use the term in the industry, photorealism. You want your product to be as close to a photo as possible.
So we're trying to create consistency in render fidelity. Whether they're viewed on mobile device or any browser, you really want to make sure that your digital representation of your physical product will match.
When building out your 3D pipeline, GLTF is one of the best standards you can use. The reason GLTF is so interoperable is because all of the rendering and tools have aligned to Kronos' specification and guidelines. The benefit to the brand is the 3D model you create will look the exact same across different renderers and platforms.
So we've recently created a new tone mapper in Kronos called PBR Neutral. This gives a much broader color range and color gamut, and it really does create a much closer representation of the physical product material to the digital one. As technology is improving, we're seeing we can reuse high fidelity 3D assets that have already been created, even as new opportunities are coming along, such as better real-time environments and increased interactivity. We don't have to rebuild our models anymore to make the most of these.
When it comes to reuse, you need to tag things appropriately with the right metadata. You can then move on to relationship data and how each of these parts and pieces are related to each other, thereby automating net new combinations, creating new asset types. That's really where the power of reuse becomes compounded and drives a ton of value for businesses.
If you've spent lots of time investing in creating and developing a 3D experience, I'd really recommend placing your 3D content right there on the landing page of your website. Showcase your 3D at the front of your image carousel.
I wouldn't recommend just copying what others do. I would look for what is your specific need and use case and understand what will work best for you.
Increase your revenue, increase your target market, and do things and be more creative to differentiate yourself from other competitors that are out there.
Businesses can face the 3D future with assurance with the Kronos Group and the GLTF 3D format. Be sure to watch the other videos in the series. Find out more about 3D commerce and making it work for you.